How's it going, everyone? My name is Kel, and welcome to the final episode of Let's Play the Old Hunters. So we are here instead of in front of the Orphan of Kos because, well, looking through my videos as I uploaded them, I forgot that I didn't get this item right over here. I said I was going to come back and do this, but I never did. So let's get it. I think this is a, Old Hunter top hat. So let's check it out real quick. I don't think it's super important, but you know, for the sake of completion. An Old Hunter top hat warped by bloodstains. In the old days, when hunters were 10 a penny, this was part of their standard guard. It gives you a nice, crooked top hat looking thing. Yep. So, without further ado, I'm gonna put my Maria's hat back on. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna use the Hunter's Mark, warp around, and I'll see you back in front of the Orphan of Kos. So here we go. Alright, here we are, back in the fishing hamlet. So, before we get started, I suppose I can talk about this while we ride the elevator down. I did a bunch of farming off screen just to make sure I had enough blood vials, quicksilver bullets, and I wanted to gain some levels, send this back up, because I probably will die, before we fought the Orphan. This is our final encounter, probably the last time I'll play this character. Maybe I'll do some chalice stuff, I'm not sure, but regardless, this is going to be one of the last times we do this, so I wanted to make sure we were ready. So I leveled up to 119. These are my current stats. I got our vitality up to 40, and I wanted really to focus on damage, so I upgraded our strength the most, I think. As you can see, our main weapon, which is is now in our weapon 1 slot, does 637, which is probably pretty good, and I swapped our runes around to up our visceral potential. So we got the visceral heal and a total of 30% increased visceral damage. Hopefully that'll, you know, help us out here on this fight. This is a pretty tough boss, and he like really punishes any mistakes, especially in phase 2, which is going to be my real problem. I farmed up about 400 something additional blood vials, and I capped out on quicksilver bullets doing my farm route. But yeah, without further ado, let's do this. I'm only going to show this first fight and maybe the second. And then any other deaths, I'm just going to cut out, just so it's not just a compilation of me getting my ass kicked during phase 2 of the fight. And then you'll see the successful one. So let's do it. I'm pretty excited. This is still a fun boss fight. I don't feel that it's cheap at all. It's kind of interesting for a final boss. It's kind of weird. You're just fighting this dude. It'd be cool if we got to fight Kos herself, but you know. That's the one we want. Ooh, yeah, look at that damage. Much better. Doesn't help if I still get hit by things. Feel me? Yeah, nice. I'm really liking this setup. Get a free hit on him. So I think my current setup is pretty good for this boss, level included. Almost level 120. I believe I beat the game originally at level 90, so this is only about 30 levels above that. Alright, we can miss that. Let's get a full attack on him. He's probably gonna transform. Yep. Let's try to stay close to him. Maybe that's a good trick. Oh, I got a parry. Oh no, I didn't land it. Oh, this is the lightning. Gotta run. Good. Oh, I got him with the parry again. Oh, I didn't get the visceral. It's because it was on a weird rock thing. That was a good first attempt. Alright. I'm gonna keep this bit in. If you're doing this and having trouble, make sure to send the elevator back up as you go, so you don't have to wait for it. You know. Makes sense. Oh, also one really interesting thing I noticed, just while messing around, these enemies, they don't give you blood echoes, right? They actually function like pots and other breakable objects because, like, you can just kill them by rolling into them. You know what? I'm gonna murder all of them. Let's see if it has anything to do with the fight. Maybe their praying gives it power. I doubt it. I like seriously doubt it, but there you go. These are all probably beings of cost. Got all of them? Y'all dead? Alright, cool. Alright, let's do it. It was a really good first attempt. I really thought we had a good chance. This rock really fucked me up with the parry, or with the visceral. Oh, that was way too slow. I really thought I was gonna get a... There we go. Heal us too. Ooh, heal us for full. Alright. I wonder if it's gonna heal us for full too. Yeah, maybe it's bugged. There were those bugged runes the other, in the last episode as well. Yeah, always mess up. Oh, that was good. That was a good whiff. Good whiff-a-rooney. Ah, he came past me. Dropping the ball a little bit on this one, but no matter. That was a jump back. It didn't look like a jump back because he's already against the wall. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut out the rest. Alright, let's do this. First phase is easy. So I'm a little bit disappointed how I messed it up right there. Bit greedy of me. Oh, actually, timing. Mistakes like that are gonna cost me. The full heal on that visceral is so useful. This really is like a parry encounter. Probably could have gotten a hit in right there, but... Damn it. Why did I dodge? It's because I didn't think I'd get the parry. Oh, flying. happy about that. It's probably going to transform soon. Probably going to get another attack in on him. Pretty good. Pretty good. The lightning. That's unfortunate. Pretty good. It's getting there, man. I really should start getting these hits in. Oh, I got him. Whew. That was the third attempt. I guess I'll just leave that in. We got the Cos Parasite. Whew. Got all the trophies too. Looks like there's something over there to inspect. Man, my heart is racing. That was close. That was a really good fight. Really satisfying. Let's check out the parasite that we just got. Ooh, 20 arcane. Wow. Well, I'm glad we have enough we can use it. Let's read it. I just need a second. That was intense. All right. When the carcass of Kos washed up on the coast, its insides were teeming with tiny parasites, unlike any found in humans. This atypical weapon can only be classed tight and swung, but a Kos parasite is said to stimulate phantasms inhabiting in Lumenwood. So I assume... So when I equipped it, and it's just fist, right? So I guess I can only have it with that Lumenwood transformation. So we're gonna check that out when we can. So these are our final stats. I think this might have been a little bit of overkill, but we did good enough damage to take him out fairly easily. I might upload a video of a good farming run that I like to do. I'm not sure if it will be helpful to anyone, as the Bloodborne's already, fairly old. It came out this year, but, in terms of internet time, it's fairly old. And people already probably know of this run. I mentioned it in my Let's Play, but in my Let's Play of the original Bloodborne. But, yeah, so these are the stats. And in my weapon, I guess it's probably good to know, that I put the attack versus kin up 26%, attack versus beast down, who cares. And so I have physical attack up 18. These all can be found in the base game. None of these are random chance. The attack versus kin up was the one below the elevator, I believe, right outside of the boss. And so, yeah, let's check out what is the conclusion of this. Wait, you know what? First, let's activate the lamp. I'm confused. What do we do? Oh, shit. Okay.
sweet child of Kos returns to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Okay, interesting. Let's get a good look at this thing. So is this Kos, or is this a child of Kos? The boss that we fought was called Orphan of Kos. Okay. Well, let's go check out that weapon. Alright, so here I have it equipped. You can see it right here. Let's see what happens when we turn into a thingy. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Sweet. Alright, what's its transform? Oh, okay. Alright, this is cool. You're going full Cthulhu. Oh, dude. Yeah, that is the left trigger for this dual wield mode. That was the transform. That was the transform attack. Puke out a bunch of squids. This is cool. Let me take off the gear, see what we look like without it. Okay, well it's okay. So you just on the hands and stuff. Still really cool. Very tentacly. I'm gonna equip all this stuff again. I'm trying to mull over the ending of that. So we just returned the child to the sea and it's all good now? The nightmare is over? I mean, do we fight Gurman? Like, does it change the ending of the game?
Gammon awaits you. At the foot, go on. Good hunter, I
don't know. Alright, well,
may you
that's that. There's only one other thing we haven't checked out, and that is the beast. Beast transformation with the claws, because I never got the claws on this playthrough, because I never did the chalice engines. I may do that in the future. I have it on another character, the claws, because I got all the trophies and such. And I did hear that if you get all the trophies on the PS4, well, it's obviously PS4. So I heard if you got all the trophies, then you unlock a PS4 theme. I saw that on Twitter. I'm not entirely sure, so I may do some edits here. But let's go see if I get the theme after getting the trophy. So yeah. All right, so here you can see I have all the trophies for both of them. In fact, acquire all the weapons and then one for each of the bosses. Those are the trophies in the DLC. So if you followed what I did, you should now have all of the trophies for the DLC. So that's cool. And yeah, let's. I'm gonna do another edit. I'm gonna see if I can find the theme if I got it. Alright, so I couldn't find a theme or anything, but that's no matter. I did some reading, and some of the themes are for pre-ordering the DLC, some of it's for on disc, some of it's in Europe. I don't know. It's confusing. Don't really know what's what. I thought I saw a thing on Twitter that said if you got all, platinumed the DLC, you'd get a theme maybe that gets sent to you at a later date. Who knows? Whatever. If I do, if I get it and it's cool, maybe I'll show it. But yeah, let's just talk about the old hunters in general. I believe you can walk out in this water. Cause I did in one of the deaths that I had the other day. I really like this DLC. I think it's pretty cool. Compared to the Dark Souls, there's a lighthouse right there. Compared to the Dark Souls DLC, the Artorias of the Abyss, and the Dark Souls 2 DLC, I think it's better than most of the Dark... I think it's actually on par. The Dark Souls 2 DLC was interesting and added some interesting things, like the co-op zones, but they also reused a lot of bosses. They did reuse a boss here, but they made it different, different enough, so that was interesting. And the one I'm talking about is the Lawrence. But overall, I liked it. I think it was worth $20. How long did I spend on this? Like 11 episodes. Each episode's like about 40 minutes, so that's 5-6 hours. Not including all the stuff I cut out, like the deaths and such. So it's probably about 6 hours if you never die and get everything. Probably 10 on average, I suppose. And 10 hours for $20. I mean, if you say if you bought a DVD, right? DVD is like what, 2 hours long? Spend $15-20 on that. If you compare it to that, you get good value. Plus all the cool gear you get, all the weapons, all the like interesting lore. And you can bring the weapons on and do it in New Game Plus. Bring them on to the base game. That's pretty cool. And I think the new weapons and stuff are really cool. I like how they made Arcane seem more relevant with that Arcane only cost parasite. I like how they talked about cost in general. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. I liked it. I had fun. It was challenging. A couple of the bosses wrecked me several times. Yeah, I generally had a blast. It was great. I heard from a friend that the doll has specific dialogues after you beat certain bosses. I think Maria and this one, but she didn't for me, and that's probably because she's just only going to talk about Gurman waiting at the foot of the tree, which is unfortunate. And he said something like, the doll mentions a burden being lifted for Maria, for killing Maria, and then Gurman sleeping better when you kill the, this one, the Nightmare of, like, Vanquish the Nightmare here. I'd also like to point out that there's no real ending to it. It's just like, yep, you did it. You killed the thing, but you're still here. Supposedly it was supposed to end the nightmare, but it didn't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to just keep playing. I'm not sure why they didn't do this for the base game and how it just kicks you into New Game Plus. That's kind of a bummer. I know my brother, for example, he didn't do Canehurst, and he didn't realize that Gurman was the final boss until he killed him and kicked him into New Game Plus, which is a big bummer. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I hope it was helpful, maybe finding all the stuff. Maybe some of my cheap cheese tactics helped you out. I hope you liked it. And if you did, maybe maybe subscribe. That would be fantastic. It helps me out. And it makes me pretty happy when I see a new subscriber. That's always great. Regardless of what you do, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you back for more Let's Plays, specifically Dark Souls 3, because you can be damn well assured that I'll be playing the shit out of Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure if I'm going to play through it blind. I really like just chilling on the couch with a drink and stuff and playing without having to comment on my first time through. And then my second time through, I can comment on things that I found, things that I know, and be like more helpful than just discovering things. Though discovering things is cool, and you can see my true reactions to certain things, like this area. So, anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye.